What's up, everyone? Welcome to the True Blue Podcast. I am your host, Zachary Sucardi. You could find me on the streets of Albuquerque just roaming around. I do have an Instagram, but I just haven't reactivated it. It's True Blue Podcast. I don't know. I just want less social media. And I'm not really a big presence on there anyway, so it's not like too big a deal for me. So for right now, you can find me on the streets of Albuquerque. That's pretty accurate. But here I am. It's summertime. It's hot. Makes sense. I'm staying cool, though. I'm inside. I go from a building to my car to a building. And the building and the car are air conditioned, so thank God. Thank God. If I had a time machine and they said, where would you want to go back? I would say, well, when did they invent air conditioning? And not before that. Because I don't know how the fuck people did it. Like, those are the real motherfuckers. People who lived without air conditioning. And as a kid, we were poor, and we had fans. And it was funny, too, because, like, we had the fan that would be in the window, and it kind of gave this illusion of, oh, it's in the window. This is the real deal. But it was just blowing in, like, one area of the room, and if anything, it was more like a drone sound that helped me sleep. But when we got air conditioning, it was a game changer. Just to kind of catch up, I was talking to a friend recently, and she was telling me how my birthday next year is on Easter, and I fucking did a backflip. So excited about that. Number one, I love my birthday. I mean, you get one of those fuckers a year, right? So you have to celebrate yourself. Life's too short not to celebrate yourself, okay? 2, I love Jesus. I do. I love Jesus. 3, I love Easter. I mean, it's like the best holiday. I'm Catholic. It's the most important holiday. So that my birthday falls on Easter is just so exciting to me. And I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait. I'm going to plan it. I should say I'm going to get started planning it as soon as I'm done recording this podcast, because it means that much to me. Like, spiritually, it means, and emotionally, it means that much to me. And I'm very excited to share that. That's it. Just want to catch up on a couple little things on the heat, the time machine. And my birthday is Easter, March 28th next year. So let's get into the self-care tip of the week. Okay, so I'm posing the question, why does self-care feel so hard? You know, it's one of those things that a lot of people don't do. It's sort of just like yet another thing on their list. And it can kind of be daunting. Why does it feel so hard? Why do we overthink it? So I have a couple things to share about it, and then I have a an action step of what you can do to combat some of these feelings. The first one is, so we're taught that being busy equals success, right? You've heard that, time is money. Slowing things down can sort of make us feel guilty. Even if we need rest, there are those sort of times in our life where slowing down, taking rest is tough for some of us. So trying this, schedule self-care like any other appointment. So you have an appointment to, have lunch or, go to the gym or a doctor's appointment, whatever. Schedule that shit. Put it in your calendar and, make it like a specific color. Like if you have a calendar with, I'm sure you do that, you can color code, make it its own color. Something that stands out, so you can really set that time aside for yourself. Next one is, we put everyone else's needs before our own, which is very true. A lot of us are very, we have that sort of caretaking gene. And, taking care of ourselves can be a challenge. So try this. Ask yourself, what do I need today? Simple question. Before asking anyone else what they need from you. Kind of like the whole airplane thing where the oxygen comes down. You got to take care of yourself. I got to take care of Zach before I can take care of other people. Otherwise, I'm abandoning myself. I may start to resent, the person or the task at hand if I'm sort of leaving me out to dry and I'm neglecting myself. Again, these are sort of simple things, but it's tough. It's tough to take the action behind it. The next is self-care doesn't feel urgent. Sometimes we wait till we're stressed, overwhelmed, or just totally burnt out to really do anything. Try this. Build one small habit into your daily routine. Like me, I go for walks. I'm a big walker. I walk, especially after dinner. You keep it simple. Go for 5 minutes, go for 10 minutes. You don't have to overdo it. Some people, when they start something, they want to change overnight. You got to gradually go into these things. If you put too much pressure on yourself and you want to go heavy right away, it's going to sort of intimidate you, and it's just not natural. You got to organically sort of ease into these things. So set a timer, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe some prayer, some reflection. Maybe you want to watch a clip on YouTube that makes you laugh, whatever. But setting aside that time, making the actual time, setting a timer can be very, very helpful. Lastly is we think self-care has to be this big thing, right? You have to get subscriptions, you have to pay an hourly rate, you have to spend this money, which is bullshit. So trying this, picking one simple activity that you can do every day instead of waiting for the perfect time to take care of yourself. I mean, it's really anything. Any of the examples I've given, walks, meditation, reflection, watching something that makes you laugh, connecting with a friend, really anything where you're putting into your own pile, so to speak. You're taking care of yourself. And, you don't have to overthink it. It could be really anything. You can go on whatever AI, go on any Google, YouTube, and just say, what are some things I can do for myself, self-care, or self-care tips, or self-care for a man or a woman, or self-care for a person living here. I mean, there's limitless options and possibilities. So personally, I've realized that self-care isn't something that you have to really overthink. I know I'm a better version of myself the more consistent I am and the more grace I give myself. If I don't do something every day or I don't do it perfectly, it's okay. Just making the fucking effort. Making the effort, showing up for yourself, even in the smallest way, can really plant that seed to start making big changes. So, why does self-care feel so hard? Gave you some great feedback on that. Hopefully, you can take what I've shared and run with it or walk with it. That sounds so corny, but there we are. And let's get on to the True Blue playlist. All right, so the song I have for you is called Summertime Clothes by Animal Collective. It came out on their album Merriweather Post-Civilian, which was released in 2009. Merriweather Post-Civilian is considered one of their defining albums. If you look on any Spotify, Apple, it's one of their top albums. The music in this song is very uplifting, sort of has that energetic, kind of bright sound to it. One of those songs that just kind of puts you in a good mood. Even though there's a lot going on musically, it doesn't feel too overwhelming. The chorus of this song, I love. He sings, I want to walk around with you. I want to walk around with you, which is so sweet, Summertime, for me, be in the evenings, where it's cooler. And just thinking about someone you want to walk around with, spend time with, it's just so sweet. And I just love that. It's such a catchy chorus. And it's again, a really good feeling. It makes me feel happiness, makes me feel very hopeful, a lot of joy from this song. And of course, it's called Summertime Clothes, so it's just sort of, it's almost like a poem. So check this song out. It's going to be on the True Blue playlist. Again, it's Summertime Clothes by Animal Collective. Well, that's it for session 109. Thanks for rolling with me. I hope everyone is staying cool, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.